Well, I figure I might as well finish this playthrough. You know, it's been a while, I guess. But welcome back to it. It's part 10. I just life kind of happened, you know. That's my normal excuse, and I'm sticking with it, but... yeah, life kind of happened. So, we're back at it, though, with Sky Sanctuary. This level's pretty awesome. It's considered to be like the best in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and I don't get that angle. It's alright, but... all the enemies here are of a class called, Egg Pawns, I think. Because you'll notice they look humanoid, or they look like Dr. Robotnik, and have guns and aren't really all that fun looking. This is going to be the standard for the next long time. Basically, until, like... I couldn't even tell you. It's the new standard. The badniks themselves are out of standard. Yeah, this level throws a bunch of rehash bosses at us. Like that one from Sonic 1 that is made way easier by the inclusion of better game mechanics and the insta-shield. No, this level's cool. Don't get me wrong. I don't see it as the best stage in the game, which... but I guess I haven't really thought of what would be my favorite, so... maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just gonna go through a small crisis right now, as I don't really think this level is the best in the game, but... I couldn't answer the question as to what is. Oh, it's been so long that I have to get back used to actually talking like this. You know, I wish I could be more consistent. But I get busy sometimes. See, and this is the boss they chose from Sonic 2, and I don't know why it's this one. But I go hyper because I want to try and fill the screen with bosses like I did in 2, but you know that the game stopped me from doing that. Darn it. No, Sky Sanctuary is neat. I'll stop talking about that. You know, here I am getting stuck on one point. It's one of my big problems. Oh, I like that part. I like these clouds that you can bounce on. I don't know why. It's such a small thing to like, but they're just cool and fun and... oh. How much awesome things am I going to do that were completely by accident? Well, not much more. Sky Sanctuary actually only has one act. I get stopped by spikes. It only has one act leading into the final part of the game. Actually, this video is kind of awkward because the length got just to this awkward point where I have to stop like halfway through Act 2 of the next level. I can't even remember what Sonic levels are called. Zone, I think? I don't know. Okay, so I've shown you how to fight this guy. You know that I know how, and now I'm just gonna stop wasting time. I feel less guilty about that hypersonic use. Right? So it's been like 4 months since episode 9. So what's been happening? What's been going on? A bunch of things. And that's all you need to know. Oh, anyway, so Sky Sanctuary is like crumbling and falling apart because the Death Egg is taking off. Again. So we're chasing it. Again. Only this time, there's a level on it. But unlike Sonic 2's Death Egg Zone, This is a 2-act zone with a bunch of level stuff. This is actually not an easy level. Watch me clumsily fumble my way around like I know what I'm doing. Like, my performance in this level is so bizarre because this is technically the best I've ever done in this level. But I'm terrible at this level. Like, don't let this performance fool you. I think I was just in the zone, or like all of my luck that I'd been building up for the past several decades of my life had was spent here in this one recording, and it wasn't worth it, but darn it, it sure was spent. So those electrical floors, like, the lightning shield will make you immune to the floor itself, but not the lightning bolt that emanates from it. So I tend to get overly cautious because not all of them have lightning bolts. But the ones that do, you are not safe from. Oh, and then this level has these annoying things. Stop wasting time. It's not even a cool effect. Oh, they're so annoying. And you have to use them, and there's a lot of them too. From what I remember, since it's been 4 months since I've actually played this game. This might be the worst commentary of all time because of that. Oh, and you know, it's not just that I got busy, it's that I kept putting it off because I was so sick and tired of Sonic and Knuckles. I don't actually know that I will get around to playing as Knuckles or Tails. This game, man, it just sucked the life out of me, and then I got busy. But all this makes for horrible commentary. Yeah, so this thing, I could be running across these floors right now because I have the lightning shield. But as I said, I get overly cautious around these things just because I don't know when to expect lightning bolts. And this level, I definitely don't have memorized. And I lost my shield, so I went in here because I really want a shield because this level's hard. Even if I'm not making it look hard. Trust me, this was all a fluke. It was all luck. It was all accidental. You know, occasionally, skill just comes because the stars have aligned right. And sometimes a horrible player is good. This part's kind of annoying. You're trying to press these yellow buttons and turn them red. And this... I guess it's an idea. I don't really consider it a good idea, but it sure was an idea they had. More of this. Don't worry, if I'm making horrible commentary at this point, maybe it'll get better next time, because there's one more episode after this. And then we'll be done with Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and I can maybe even get back to the channel, I don't know. I get busy from time to time. Maybe that's okay. You know? Maybe YouTube can kiss my ass on the amount of videos they want you to publish. And I should just do this as a hobby, as I've always done it, and not care. Oh, so this boss has 2 phases. This one's pretty easy. You know, you hit the eye, the ball drops and explodes, but with the way it works, just don't jump afterwards. No, the next section of the boss is something I've never been able to beat without going Hyper Sonic. Or Hyper Knuckles or Super Tails. I don't know how you're supposed to fight this guy. Just watch what happens. You hit him like once, and he freaks the hell out. And I don't know how you're actually supposed to fight this guy without going Super or Hyper or whatever. But there's probably a way to do it. Oh well. It leads to some funny confusion at the very least. Oh, I was really proud of this back when I did it, and I'm still proud of it now. I managed to get the goalpost directly in the center of the room. Maybe a pixel or two off, but pretty much directly in the center. That's awesome. And that's how you know it's directly in the center, because it's directly in the center of all things. We'll end this zone early. Because the length just got really unwieldy, and I had a specific time length in mind of never more than 20 minutes, I think, was what I was going for back in the day, as far as Sonic 3 and Knuckles goes. I don't know. That made sense. Whatever time I went with it made sense to me. Oh, that's some lovely graphical glitching going on. Yeah, so level 2 has this anti-gravity gimmick where, like, gravity will switch from the floor to the ceiling depending on just how the level plays out. Some areas it's set, some areas have those, like, sections that'll, you can actually kind of influence it. But, I don't know. It makes the level a little harder because it's a little awkward to play on the ceiling. Yeah, those sections you can influence there. I don't know what those sections are called or what to call them. the parts where you go up and down, that's what I'll call them. That's a stupid enough name. We're actually approaching the end of the episode by the timer, so... Oh yeah, and it's this really awkward moment too, because, like, I had enough to get a special bonus game, so I went for it anyway, but I shouldn't have, but I've never been more thankful. Because that allowed these parts to be less awkward, so have a good day. Bye.